So this harness is configured for the twin turbo option. We have the right and left bank boost control solenoid connections here. They'll split, go to either of the sides. Very simple. And then as we follow the wiring harness to the front, we're going to use and retain the factory Z32 or VG mounting points. A quick zip tie or a clip right here, even a factory clip will work here. Will hold the harness in place. And then the key point for turbo engines is to keep the harness nicely tucked towards the inside of the engine, as the intercooler piping will be coming through this area with the intakes. So our cam angle sensor wiring will go in underneath like this. Connect right here. There we go, that's the spot right here. And your TPS and the switch go right here. And then as we follow the wiring harness, once the cam timing cover is on, this is easily zip tied for the two remaining connections for the coolant temperature sensors. And as we discussed earlier, no more ignition chip here. It moved inside the car. So this will be nice and clean. Two sections remain on this side of the engine. Our patented mass airflow sensor disconnect. We use a factory mass air in this configuration, but this connector allows us to convert the speed density for aftermarket ECUs with all the wires pre-populated in this connector. So it's a quick and easy disconnect with some of our modular sub-harnesses available for other applications for map and intake temp sensors. The last piece is the connection to the body. These are the manual chassis fuse box connections on the US driver's side, and an air conditioning connector, all pre-wired, ready to go. Very simple. There you go. And this sits in the car about yay. And there you go. So a few more connections in the back of the engine. We have a right and left VTC solenoid connections. They go both to this one and this one. Very simple. We have a slightly shortened knock sensor sub-harness that we are implementing here. Very easy install right in the back here with a quick disconnect. Factory style connections. And we do have the idle control valve along with the air regulator connection. So air regulator and the idle valve wiring here. Very easily tucked, especially when it's in the car. Everything will be nice and short, light, and fit well. So the remaining piece of the puzzle here would be the lower or the transmission harness. In this case, we've retained the OEM separate design where the engine harness is separate from the lower, the transmission harness. So when this kit becomes available for purchase, it'll have an option to add the lower harness to the Pro Series upper harness. Very simple. This is a Wiring Specialties OEM replacement unit, and it installs the same way as the factory one would. And the options include an auto to manual conversion or a strictly manual. So this is a strictly manual car with a manual transmission.